It's live from the land of what? Oh, is it live? Oh, okay. Just joking around here. You can see my ear. It's a pretty weird thing, eh? That ear. What does it look like? The ear? Does it look like a birth? An ear has got to be a piece of art. It's got to be something about the ear. A lot of different ears. What's going on with the ears? What is the curvatures all about? Well, we can start with the easy part of the ear. In fact, I'm going to write down the word ear. And I really don't want to begin until somebody shows up. So maybe we should give it a little bit of time. Yep, house is still messy. So let's look into YouTube and YouTube. Yes, YouTube. There's only me, and I'm going to like myself, so I'm the only one watching. Now, I wrote now, and then I inverted the word to one. So what is happening, I'm going to try and see if I can get this and put it up here and explain it to you, because sometimes I write things out, and I don't know who understands or who tries to understand or cares to understand, because it gets a little bit... how can I say it? So here's the word. Hey, how you doing? Okay, so this is what I'm starting this video with. Welcome to the channel I occupy with my camera. I'm pretty much very old school. I don't even know what new school is. I learned right from the beginning. I don't understand until I try it. If I see it's gold, I might think it's hot. If I see it's black, I might think it's cold, but it's actually cold that's hot, and the gold is not shiny. So now in Juan, this is what I put into my title. Just hold on a second. Yes, so now I'm gonna, when I see the word now, I can think later, I can think before. It's what I every time I come on here, I think of another thing of what do I actually do, and I dress the skeleton. I give things form, or I remove things to show how it came to the form that it is. If it's a number, if it's a word, what the word can do. Now can be later, and if you invert the word, it can be won, and so that means you won. Will you win? It hasn't happened. Or I did win, but then you'd be putting on conjunctions and all kinds of things, telling different stories. And we just had Scooter jump up here, but it's not only that, because not only can you say now and won, but you can also say own. So now, one, own now. Own one now. Own one now. How you doing, kitty? You want to go down? Hey? Hey, how you doing? Do you really want to get down? Are you fighting me to stay up here? Are you comfortable? Tell me. I want to know if you're comfortable. Do you think this cat is comfortable? And she is heavy. Heavy. She is a ton of bricks, but I'm sorry. I'm going to put you down. There you go. Wait. So now you can also say in now and one, it sometimes sounds like one. When I get the O and N together in any word, O and N, to me, it's a division. It's the numeric value of 29. And when I give numbers, most likely I am telling you what the total number of in the position of the alphabet. The O is in the 15th position, and the N is in the 14th position. The French word for O is water. The English word for O is you owe me, right? You owe me. Anyway, so I played with the word 23 for W, 15 for O, 14 for N, 52. The same thing is for Earth's heart. So Earth and heart, and this will now come to what I call gate Q. And gate Q is the house of TH, in which I discovered today because it was one of my friend's 60th birthdays today. So when you start to plug yourself into numbers, and it's just the whole thing until something opens up and you can actually see what the numbers are doing. I don't have all the answers now. It comes in, I forget, I remember, but it always comes up to the same thing. I never really say anything different. What is now will be now later, as it was now before, leading to the present, what is now. So in the past, at that present time, was the moment of now. The moment of now in the future, at that moment of time, will be the now. We have not gone to the now in the future, and we have not been, or we could have been at the now in the past. So you could have been in the past, but you're not in the future. Involvement, the elements of nature. Involvement, the elements of nature. How all the elements in nature are involved in something or another. Number 61 is for church. There was another 61. I don't know where it is, and it's bugging me now. It's bugging me. 61 for church. You see, if I had my program, I would just punch in, give me all the 4-letter words that total 61, and it would tell me my answer right away. Now I gotta work the hard way. I gotta work the hard way. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to tell you what it is. I'm going to get off of this. What number was I on? Yes, I was looking for number 61. I went to court today, and I show up in court, and they had told me that this should not have been filed here. But yet, they heard me out. And there was a motion made by the other party to desist on a judgment, which I understood desisting means to take away the judgment and throw it out, which means that when I lost, if they're throwing out that judgment, that means I didn't lose at all. That means the whole thing gets quashed. That means I can go back and redo my form for the place I'm at. But anyways, I don't know. And if it sounds mixed up, because I'm really not trying to tell you exactly what it is, I don't know who's watching. And it's not part of Mr. Tackman's, so let's just erase it. But you can't erase anything, because things that are in our each and individual lives is what brings us to our next. It leads us in things that we are searching. We find through alternative means and understandings because of what was in the path of our life. Anyways, I don't really know where I was. Yes, I'm going to finish off with now here where the CH came, right? The URCH, the beginning here is actually with church, 61. Other words of 61 create math equations, now or later, meaning that the now, okay, was a total of 52, and the later is a total of 56 numeric value. So now is 7 and later is 2. So that would be in the gateway in the house of bait. This one over here. 2 dots, 7 voids, house of bait. 2 sevens or 7 twos. Now or later, later equals to numeric 56. And if you split that word apart, it would say L dot, or it can say L at ER. The life of the ER is like EI. It's just the birth within the spirit and the orifice, Earth and Mars. Now I'm trying to think sometimes that Earth or Mars are just, Mars is the, I don't know, is it the computer board on the outside of the outside liner of the orifice, made the esophagus, orifice, esophagus, orphelin. Where do I get these names from? Orphelin comes from the game of roulette. They talk about certain numbers, 57, 75. Those are very precise numbers having to do with 3/4, having to do with 57, having to do with 75. I say everything is put together by 3s. So that would be 3 by 19, 57, 3 by 25, 75, 57, 75, or the year 2015, T and O, O and T, equals to a total of 35. I don't know what they're supposed to say now. I don't remember. I don't have the equation. Should I add it up and take a look at it? You see, I said something. It sounded good, but if I don't back it up with anything, it's just words that are spoken. So I don't want to go down that road. That's why sometimes I have to break and explain the situation at hand. Right now, I want to break down what is Q. But first, let me finish with this. In the word later, the word when TER come together, you can say earth. 2 and 5 and 9. It is the birth within the heart of earth. The R letter, because it looks like 12, but it's the 18th letter, it's the spirit, okay? In the house of 9, it's 8 around 1. The spirit in the house of all, and that all is 8. There's only 8 around 1. This 1 obtains the total value around what all is, and all is a total of 40. And that 1 dot is a total of 5. All is 40 and 5. The letter E, reverse alphabet V. I will tell you why. Because there are 9 positions on the face of this cube. Let me show you it microscopically. There are 9 positions. That center position is right over here. If you add up 1 through 9, it equals to a total of 45. If you divide it by 9, it equals to a total that every space equals to 5. Therefore, on the outside is what is 40 to what on the inside is 5. So when you play the game of darts, you go to the inside and you get 50. But when you go to the outside, you're getting 25. So you're getting 10 times more here, but you're getting less here. I'm just trying to see what see here you're getting 75. Here you're getting 45. This is a passage. This is a passage. I know it's a you see, I don't know if I should look at it as 57, because if I can look at this as 57, I can look at this as 54. So that would be Sun Fox. And by the way, you tell me if that's hugs and kisses, because I want to know. 39 is the word for angel and the word for 10. So we'll put that combination together. N-gel, NG in gateway electric. 12 is a 6 and 6 gateway, 6 and 6. Could be 7 and 5 on the moon. Could be 8 and 4 out through Pluto. Could be 9 and 3. That's right. 8 and 4 is Pluto. And call that 3. Or Saturn. 93, call that 3. Who else is 3? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We're going to get, wait a second. Earth is 52. Mars is 51. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. Now, Uranus is 94. So, Uranus and Mercury come together. Uranus gets 94 equals to 4, and Mercury gets 103 equaling to 4. These, okay, this is, I don't know if I'm going to work it off the scaling of 9 or work it off the scaling of 7. If I work it off the scaling of 7, I'd be working off of this. And 3 reverse 4 is what this cube is all about. 3 reverse 4. Center of the cube is 180 degrees apart. And if you go straight through, they're 55.5 and 0.5. So we're going to just take a little break. I just want to get a little drink in the kitchen, and I think I see a comment. All confusing, confuse, defuse. Yes, and then again, so what happened? Did you won? So was there a win, place, and show? Were it just 2 teams and you won? It was 1 against 1. So if you won, did you get gold? If you were second and lost, would you get silver? But if it was 1 word versus 1, is there a silver between 2 teams? One automatically gets gold. The other one automatically gets silver. So the numeric value for gold is 38. Also, the numeric value for club is 38, right? Like club clover, or it could be some other club. So you get the gold club and you get the silver, which is matrix silver, and they're both 85. Electric company inside a silver. That's why when you go to do something, when you place your bet, you're using the energy. It has a value. You take the money and you place the bet. So it's a complete loss. You have to pray that you get the win because you already got the money, the connection. So that's why they call it the place of bet. Well, I'm not saying that's why they call it, but that's one of the possibilities. Okay, let me see. So we have the gold, the silver, and the bronze. So the total of these two would be 85 and 38. Okay, so what's ironic is that 3 times 8, 24. 3 plus 8, 11. 11 and 24 equals to 35. 5 times 8 equals to 40. 5 plus 8 equals to 13. 13 and 40 equals to 53. They are the mirror of each other. When 8 and 8 comes together, in one world it will hold the heart of both worlds, in the other not. 1, 2, 3 is not the same as the rest of the numbers coming up to what is this number over here. In French, I'm going to get something to drink, but in French, we have to talk about French. Somebody remind me what we're going to be doing. And in French, when they say 80, they go 420. 80. They're not actually saying 4 times 20, but that's what it sounds like, and that's what it ends up to be as the answer. So what I'm thinking is that these are packages. And the last part of the package, okay, that begins with actually 1, right, actually begins on 4th, not 1, and I'll explain why, and ends on 20, but 20 is the holder of the package. The bookends are 4 and 20. 4 and 20, the bookends, 80. So everything is inside of between 5 and 19. Don't count the 4 and don't count the 20. 420. So I'm going to go get a drink. I'm going to explain a little bit more when I get back. And the answer, the rational answer I come up with, I'm hoping can be found somewhere else in the world. Alex, QE2 knockout. I'm just knockout. 2 stars. So 2 stars is 88. You know, when I read Alex, Mr. Canada, Lewis, 2 I's, IS1, 1959151. Where location? Canada. Okay, we're going to get something to drink in the kitchen. I'm going to put the camera up in space for a minute. Okay, I have to look something up here. Desist. I have to read what it is. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I can't believe this day is gone. I got some. Okay. Where are we? Maybe I'll get a little bit more serious, bring down the camera a little bit. Okay. What is 17? What can possibly be 17? How can 17 happen? Things about 17, things that we can do at 17. So I hate that my work is so hard to read. So I'm going to rip out the page and we're going to do this together. I know it's slow. I go quick sometimes. I write real quick. I don't want anybody to sit here, but if you don't understand and I go too quick, then why am I here? My shirt is not done properly, you know? I'm not supposed to do this quick. I'm doing it for myself. I wasn't here to do it with anybody else. I just wanted to share what I was thinking 18 years ago, that is. I don't think there's anything wrong about being transparent, sharing my vision. This is what I do. You want to watch? Come in. Let's bring this to light. But I remember what they told me. Of course, what I believe to hear. So here is what we're going to do. Okay, first we're going to rewrite out gold. And the word gold has a 38 numeric count. It starts with 7 and 31, or it is what is 34 and 4. The last letter first and the first letter last. This reality stems from many things. One can be the piano, from left to right and right to left. I use this letter or that letter. I just change things around. Things are skeletons. Skeletons. You see them, you talk about them, but they're skeletons. So that was gold. And then you'd have the club, which was also 38. But in this situation, it was 3 and 35. And then it was 36 and 2. So there's a difference between gold and club. And club is really cool. 3, 3, 3, 2. This is really a cool club, right? I know it's hanging out on the pole, the club, because of the 3s. 1/3 and 2/3, the difference of. Let's not talk about that. We're going to go on just moving over the paper. The other one was silver. The numeric value for silver was 85. Then I did a mathematical equation where I went 8 times 5 is 40. 8 plus 5 equals to 13. 40 plus 13 equals to 53. And then from a random number, right, 30 times 8 equals to 24. 3 plus 8, equals 2. Did I get that? 3 plus 8 equals to 11. 24 plus 11 equals to 35. So 53 and 35 will create the next star, and they will join together. These numbers from 38 will join together with silver. So it would be the gold and silver club. So when you add 85 and 38, or and 38, it equals to a total of 1, 2, 3, or it equals to 24. 8 and 5, 13. 3, carry the 1. Carry the 1. 3 and 1 is 4, and 8 is 12. 1, 2, 3. Silver and gold. Silver and gold coming together, and they create the gateway between what is 88, the energy. If we count this as the E world, if we count this as the female, if we count it in the one position, I'm not sure if we want to count it between what is the seventh gate. It's 3 and 4. See right over here, number 4 goes right over here. 3, 4, 5. You just keep contorting these and just do all the equations. Okay, so this is the end of this piece over here. So should we turn the page? Yeah, let's turn the page. Now, so we understood that, okay? And there's a lot more of that, okay? Maybe I should take that and just show you where else it goes. 3 times 5, 15. 3 plus 5, 0, 8. Equals to 23, the letter W, the letter H, and the letter O. O15, H equals to what is W. So, who, how? Or is it all with W dot ho? Because the W was what is equates to what is ho before the decimal and after. So if you have ho, 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 you actually have what is 23 and 23 and 23, which is a total of 69. The first dimension of 60 ends at 69, and the second dimension of 60 ends at 79 because of the French. The French gave me this equation. The equation goes like this. When you say 79 in French, you will say 60 and 10 and 9. That's how you say it in French. So that's the equation. That's the equation. I do a lot of my stuff in French and English. If I knew other languages and how many would I add in, and then it gets a little too complicated. So before we make this into, you know, like you can just say anything thing, we'll just keep it short and sweet. So we have this scenario over here. We go from 60 all the way to 79. So that would be 60 through 69. That would be 10 areas. So that would be 45 and 600. So that would be 645. And then you'd go 70, right, to 79. See, this one equals to 645, and this is 70 over to 79, so that's 10. Okay, so that's 700, and it would be 745. Did we get that? Did I do that right? Don't have a calculator, eh? I got 100 calculators. Okay, let me do this online over here. Wow, my computer is really bugging out on me. Okay, my computer is really bugging out. Hold on a second. Okay, I don't have too many things open. Okay, so where's my camera now? Okay. Well, because all my things disappeared on the bottom. Okay, so yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, so what? Let's do this this way. Hold on a second. I don't know where my calculator is. Let me see. Calculator. Okay, so let's see if we can have the calculator. 70 plus 71. Whoop. Oh no, my mouse double clicks all the time. So here, hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. 70 plus 71 plus 72 plus 73 plus 74 plus 75 plus 76 plus 77 plus 78 plus 79 equals to 745. And the reason I know this, okay, is because there's 10 areas between 70 and 79. There's 10 areas. The plateau, okay? So when there's 10, it's 10 times 70. When you add 1 through 9, it equals to 45. So the difference is 100 between the two numbers. So the two numbers together, okay, in that house equals to 1,390. And the equation, the sun and time energy, and this equation is the passage in the sun. This is the spirit. This is the how can I explain? This is the half-life, and this is the spirit within the half-life. And the reason I say it is this cube, okay, the 1 and the 6 are the only ones, and there are no other, that if you drilled a hole straight through this cube in that black dot, and you drilled the holes in this, the only thing that you will see that is left over you will see this. You will see that. That's what you will see. You will not see it on any other one other than this. Now, when you pick it up, right, you can almost see that dot, okay, connected. It looks like an H and an I. It's automatically telling you. What should I say? What should I use? The H and the I? 17? 17 is right inside there. But we're going to go back and do some real 17s and not just imaginary 17s. Right now, we love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Hey, little race car. Hey, little race car. Can you go on the floor, little race car? Please go on the floor, little race car. Come on, you don't like it up here. You hate it. Don't you hate it? Don't you hate it? Come on, little race car. Come on, little race car. Whoop. You know you're going to make me forget, right? Right? You're going to make me forget what's going on, little race car. Hey? Okay, time to go down. Come on. Okay, I'm going to put my camera upside down for a second and help this cat. Oh my God, she almost spilled my coffee. Okay, and I want to shut the screen here. Okay, so we're, yes. So, 1390. To me, what does 1390 mean? Right? I don't even know if I want to mention it, if I should play with the numbers. Should I just play with the sequences of 3 numbers? There's just so many things to do for me, and I'm still building. I'm working on this for myself. So what is 645? When I add up 60 all the way to 69, it'll equal that number. When I add up 70 to 79, it equals that number. The difference is 100, 10, 10. Does it happen anywhere else? I don't know. Most likely. Most likely. So what if I did it? Anyways, the reason I do this is because there's a reason I do it. When we do, sorry, When we do 80, okay, to 89, this is going to equal 845. And when we do 90 over to 99, that'll equal to 945. There's no magic here. When you add up 1 through 9, it equals to 45. When you multiply 10 by 90, it equals to 900. That's just simple. So now we're going to add up 845 and 745. 845 and 945 is 1790. I don't know what they mean. This is a gateway in birth. This is a gateway in birth, this one over here. 8 and 9 come together as if like 245 and 145 came together, meaning that I'm thinking if you add up 10 through 19, it would be 145. So it's 10 plus 11 plus 12 equals to 33. 13 and 14 and 15 equals to 42. 16 and 17 and 18 equals to 51. 3, 6, 9, and the next one is 19 equals to 19. 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 9 and 6 is 15, and 1, 4, 8, 13, 14, 145. So that's what that is. And this one over here is when you're going to go 20 over to 29. And the answer is going to be over here. So the complementary of 1 is what? 145 to 945. And you can look at this another way, because if you were looking at this as 45, is it 45 of base 60 on the clock, which means it's 3/4 of an hour, which can also mean 75% of the clock of 60 and not working base on 100. When you base on 100, you base on the D world. When you base on 60, you base on the C world. A, B, C equals to 6. Add the D, 4 equals to 10. This is 100 and this is 60. This is how they work out. A heel, 1390, a heel, 3 heels. Well, 13, how can I get over to Facebook and communicate? Hey, Christopher, what's up? 1390 a heel, 3 heels. You know what? I'm never really sure which way to look at what. But when I have 4 numbers, if I was looking, let's say, as an accountant, I would say 2 of the numbers would be in the cent range, like 90 cents. It would be $13.90. If we were talking with no dollars and cents, they usually put a comma. When do they put a comma on every 3 numbers? Do they do it all the time, or do they only do it when it comes to money? 39 is the angel. 39, I spoke a while ago that it's going to represent Pluto and Saturn coming together, the 6th and the 9th planet. At the same time, Uranus and Mercury are coming together as 44. The numbers come together. So what is the science? What is the science that I do? What is the science? I have to go back to my stream. So this is the how can I explain it? This is the answer. It's the answer is just showing you what happens. So it doesn't happen that way everywhere. It happens in the 60, 70, 80, and 90 group. The 80 group, okay, or the 420 group includes 420 plus with the 10. What is that 10? That is the mirror world. It is the 10th letter for J. I call it Jack, an extended whatever we are. And look, however, whatever it is, Hey, look, I can move my hands. I'm happy the cat's enjoying herself. Okay, so let's skip over this unless you have a question to ask, and we are going to move on to blackjack. Remember, in blackjack, right, the low card, okay, is an ace 1, and the high card is ace 11. In blackjack, okay, we use the term stand on 17. And the game is naturally blackjack. Now, we pool a card, okay, at 11. In fact, at 10 and 11, it is highly regarded that you double down. Now, with the ratio of 10 cards and aces that are in the deck, we will get an equation that will tell us something about all the what is in numbers in blackjack, and how that game is deeper than just the value of the card, but what the rules are. Because in the rules and in every name and every word has a numeric value and a number of letters. Not only a number of letters, but I like to throw in the horse races, where the color of the numbers are on the horses. So now I know one can be this color. The game of pool gives one another color. The game of roulette gives one 2 different colors, red and black. So we're dressing things up. We're taking the skeleton worlds and we're dressing it up. We're giving it some form. We're giving it some color. And where's the dressing room? Where are all the clothes? The clothes have been given it to us all our life. It's in the words spoken. It's things that you've heard. It's what you've heard was common sense. It was naturally the body needed that vibration in order to function, in order to capture that energy, in order to have that spark, even though somehow I don't believe we're on the same path we started, whatever time period that was before the now. I love you so much. I really, really do. I really do. I really do. I really do. I really, 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 really do. I really do. I really do. I really do. But you have to go on the floor. I love you. I love you. You know what? I'm going to give her a space. Come. Come. Come on. Come sit here. You want a pillow? I'll get you a pillow. Here's a pillow. Come here, come here, come here. Right here. Sit here. Sit here, right there. Here's a pillow. Sit here, right here. Sit here. Sit here because I love you. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm going to get something to drink. If there's anybody new here to the channel, you know what? If I think about Highway 89, I think I'd be running out. They're all the numbers are in conjunction with each other. There's, first of all, when you say 39 and 89. I'm still having a little bit of trouble sometimes understanding what 9 is. Sometimes I know, sometimes I don't. It's not discussed. What? That the conjunction of 9 is, there's only 2 letters in the Pythagorean count that come into number 9. The way to create the 2 number 9s are so ironic that it's created from number 36, 360 degrees, 36 inches to a ruler, to what's it called? Ruler, a yard. Ruler, a yard is 36 inches. It's 3 feet. So again, you're 1, 2, 3 again. You're 12 inches, you're 1, 2, your alpha beta creation to what is 3 times 12 inches. So we saw through numbers, and specifically 60 and 70, and 80 and 90, and the difference between 60 and 70 and the difference between 80 and 90, that that when you come into 90, you're talking about the house of twins, because you're going to use 2 numbers. 91, 92. You're going to say 2 numbers inside it, right? As to in English, you're just going to say 95. But in French, it's not the same thing. Sorry, did I say that right? I think I said no. You see, in English, you're going to say 94. In English, you're going to say 94. But in French, you're going to say 94. You're going to say 14. 94 in English. But in French, it's 4 times 20 plus 14. So you're adding in the 14. So then I can go off on another numeric evaluation to what is 14. How can we create 14? I mean, I know 6 times 5, 6 plus 5 will create number 41. I know that home and king is number 41. I don't want to, I mean, I don't want to spread it too thin. Anything to do with 420 or 4 and 2 is the dividing of the gateway. Anything to do with 0 will also equate to 6. Okay. It's a relationship of movement, as I've noticed on the boards, not only to betting patterns on the number of chips, 1 chip you can put down and how many numbers you can get, right? And hold on a second. I'm just lost what I was thinking. I'm not happy about that. Yeah, so in roulette, you can put 1 chip down and cover 2 numbers. You can put 1 chip down and cover 1 number. You can put 1 chip down and cover 4 numbers. You can put 1 chip down and cover 3 numbers. You can put 1 chip down and cover 12 numbers. You can put 1 chip down and cover 18 numbers. Each one has a different payoff, which tells you the separation of the stories, and all with 1 chip. 1 chip, 2 chip, 3 chips. It's 3. The 4th one is the mirror. I'm just trying to see what else there is. 4 times 20, just like 9. So 14 brings in the sun pass. 14 brings in the DNA. 14 is the letter N. The reverse is M. So just knowing this, I know that the in-between in this, if we were playing the game of pool, the in-between of this would be the OO that comes together, the 15th letter and the 15th letter, and the in-between of What is 14? The sun is the moon. It's the sun and moon pass. And the numeric value for this equation is 94. And that is going to equal to Uranus. Now, if I knew anything about the zodiac or the movements of the planet, like 11 knows, Jen, or whoever else knows, right? Maybe I'd be able to connect it together. But right now, I just like to create the equations to make it easy for others in their own domain to bring it together. Thank you. So the cat, the dog, the ape. I just want to write that down. The cat, the dog, and the ape. 24, 26, 22. Reverse, this is C, D, A. I'm just trying to see what the reverse is. The reverse is X. The next one is W and then Z. Okay, I'm going to show you what this is in 1 second. I'm just writing some things down, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to explain this to you from nowhere. I wasn't really thinking about anything, but the cat is numeric value 24, X. The word dog is the 26th 26 value, adding up the letters, Z. The word ape, adding it up, equals 22, the letter V. The reverse of all of these is this combination. I don't know what they say. They're all going to be 27s. Wow, there's so much buzzing here. So dog, being 3 letters, will equal to 81 minus 26, equaling to 45. So the dog shows the fox pass numbers, X and O. 45, 55, 65. Whoop, 4, 5. Oh, it's 55. It's the pass. Oh my God, it's the pass. The dog is the pass. Okay. The sky pass. Both these words, okay, have a numeric value of 55, right? You need 2 of them. First, you need the sky, and then you need the pass. 110. Towers went down. Where do I get this? Each letter has a value of 27. Why does it have a value of 27? Because it's A1 and Z26, the reverse alphabet. From front to back and overlapping, the answer is 27. So each one of these will be 81. So the cat is going to be 81 minus 24 equals 2. 2 more. So instead of being 55, it'll now be 57. And that is going to be the moon. Heinz. That's where the cat comes in. 57 and 24 is 81. Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm wrong. So that we get through it in 8. Sorry, now we're going to come through it in 8. In 8, it's 81 minus 22 equals to 59. Never one of my favorite numbers. Part of the equation is right over here, which I'm not really sure if it's 6 and 6 equaling to 12, 7 and 7 equaling to 14. This will be the energy, and this is going to be the sun. I'm just going to do it basic. Not only will it be the sun, in order to create it, 6 times 5, 6 plus 5 equals to 30, equals to 11, equals to 41. Are there any other ways? Yes, there are. I'm not going to get all into everything right now, but this mathematically will create 4 and 5, which will create 20 and 0.9 equaling to 29. This is the letter T. This is the letter I, the IT system. I don't know if it's internet telegram, but I always just call it the IT system. 29, okay, comes to the birth in the sun. Remember that number 9, okay, which has a numeric value in the word of 42, telling me it's at the 7th gate. The mathematics, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, will equal 6 and 8. And 2 of the words that came out that I first learned was planet and house. I knew that you had to have 2 cubes. I'm not really sure why, but we play with 2 cubes. When you play with 2 cubes, 33 and 44 are the reverse cube of each other. And, sorry, 34, 3 and 4. So you double them up, 3 and 3, 4 and 4. 3 and 3, 6, 4 and 4, 8. We know that the numeric letters are DC, so I like to call it the house of DC, or the house of the 7th gate. 343 in numbers, or CDC. 777, the house planet of DC. The 9 only has 2 letters. The I and the R are the only 2. Since there's only 2 letters in that house and they are the reverse of each other, the total value is 27. Since the total value of this is 27, the reverse alphabet is also 27, equaling to 54. And there's only one area that can do that, and that's the sun. There are other words, I do not know them, and that mathematically will create the IT system into what is the continuation of what is 99, and that's in the sun. But when you come to the number 99 or 99, you will also come to what is words. 13 equals to a total of 44 and 55 equals to 99. The Jew pi TERRE, Jupiter, equals to 99. We're not going to do a letter count, but what gets divided by 3 is the earth. At the age of 13, one boy becomes man. And the numeric value for the word man is 28. 84 and 39 now come together. Singularity. Before and after, 3 times, 3 times. To a single digit, it'll create 66 to a single digit. 3 by 8, 24, telling me in the gate. 2 and 4 is 6. 3 by 2 is 6. These are the angels, and this is Pluto. 4 cubes, or cubits, 21 dots each, equals to 84, or 3 moons to this cycle. 3 moons to a cycle. So the year always has and ends with 1/3 moon. 13 by 28 equals 364 days for the 13th moon. Let me see where we were. Uranus, the high card, stand on 17. Right. I had to finish with that. I skipped over that. Sorry about that. Here's another thing I skipped over. I forgot. For those of you that have been in from the beginning. Hey, Victor Vieira. I forgot to mention that number 38, okay, is what is 1122. The pole and the ring. I'd like to do it that way. I've been doing it that way from the beginning. Maybe I should change it because the ring actually has 4 sides and the pole has 2 sides. 2, 4, 5, 6, 6, all the same. So 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 3. 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 equals to 8. What is gold? That's gold, 3 and 8. This is how they come together, and they pick up the initials of CH. We did this numeric value with that. I'm not going to go back to that. Okay, I want to go back to blackjack. So now what happens is on 10 and 11, you cannot go over. If you know how to play the rules of the game is to get to 21, and there's no card higher than 11. Here is 11. There are 16 cards that will make 21. So that's 16 out of the 36 cards, less the 2 cards you have and 2 for the dealer. So that's how many? 16, 17, 18, 19. I think there's 20 cards gone. I think there's 32 left. Anyways, I'm not going to do that whole calculation because there's a whole story that will come out of it. So let's just see it this way, that the highest card in the game of blackjack, the highest card is ace 11. So now, how do you want to count it? When you add up 1 through the king, okay, as the 13th card, that equals to 91. The word spirit equals to 91. When you add up 1 all the way to the queen is the 12th card, it equals to 78. That's explaining what is in the Q gate. It is the queen. The queen is in the Q gate. Q17. The mathematics, multiply and add, will equal to 7 and 8, equaling to 15. You're now on Mars O. Mars O. The GH that sound like F. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that part. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. It's starting to get a little bit late. Sorry about that. So yes, you cannot go over. So what is the total? Okay. Well, you have ace through king. Okay. No longer what was once 91 in blackjack. You have ace through king. Okay. We're now ace through 9. We're just going to go to 9 equals to 45. And then we have 10, jack, queen, king equals to 40. So your actual total, okay, is 85. So let's see if we can go over this again. Add up 1 through 9 equals to 45. Now we at 10, 20, 30, and 40 because that's their value. Your total is now 85 from what was once 91. There's a 6 difference. Now, if I took this out of the position completely, it would then be equal to 84. Now you're looking at Pluto. Now, if you add it, when you turn it that way and you create ace 11, it'll now equal to 95. EI, EIO. So that would be the game of blackjack. You would get 85, and then you would get 95 because you have to minus 1 in order to get this. Now, you can only use 1. Since there's 4 suits, you can only use 1 as 11. So anyways, now we're going to get on to 17. Where are we? Did we finish this piece with 13? It's very ironic because this is the reason for 17. This piece over here. 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 99. You become man, you have bar mitzvah, the age of 13, 169 passing moons of 28 days. 84 to Pluto, creation of the sun. That's the way I have to look at it. That 9's got to be creation of the sun. It's the only way to get that in the cube is 36, 54, and that's love. Okay, L-O-V-E, or evolve, whichever way you want to look at it. And there's probably something else in there. I'm not really sure. This would be the sun, and I'm trying to understand. This is the creation of the light of some sort.
this is one side of the world and this is the other side. I just can't explain it. I just can't. I can't. I just know I keep coming up with 36. Oh, this is one of your explanations. 360 degrees. That's the explanation. There are 4 times 360 equals to 1440 minutes in a day. Okay, but hold on a second. 60 times 24 equals 2 divided by 360 equals 2. There are 240 360 degrees in a day of seconds. There's 240, and therefore the 24 hours in the day might be coming from this. I'm not sure. I don't know. So anyways, that's just something to look at. So now we're going to go on to the next step of blackjack. And we're going to go into the house of TH. And in blackjack, you have the ace, we have the 2, and we have the 3. Now, the reason I'm stemming these out is because this is also noted to be first. This can be noted to be second, and this can be noted to be third. The ST abbreviation, the ND abbreviation, the RD abbreviation. If you want to look at what it looks like in a row, this is what it looks like. And if you want to just stand, or you want it to be standard, 1, 2, 3, standard. So what we get into now is we're going to write it in numbers. I can write it in words. You can write fourth. Okay. See, in the first house, it was first, second, and third. Different. It was standard. But if you want to put the TH because that's the runner-up, right? It was a standard death. So we have fourth. We have fifth. We have sixth. We have, I should do it a little bit quicker, seventh, 10th, 13th, 16th, and 19th. And 20th. Not like 3 T's inside of this. IE and WEN. We have 16. Okay, here we have 5. We have 8th, 9th. Tell me if you've figured out anything yet. 11, 12. See, you notice in 12 it's with a V, but it changes to an F. Okay, when we get to this, we have to remember all these changes. 5 becomes 5th. The other words don't change. 3 becomes a 3rd and a teen. So now we have 14. 14th, 13th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Stand on 17. The house of TH, where it ends in TH, time heaven, is standard with 17 numbers. These are all singularities. There is no other first like thy is first. There is no other second like thy is second, and there is no other third like thy is of what is first and second into the third house of creation. It what adjoins to be in creation, to have the body, the spirit, and the soul to be adjoined to come into the house. And then you have the TH family. So now the ironic thing about this is that if you have an ace and an ace in your hand, okay, all you need is now a 9 for 21. So there are equations right now that I'm thinking of what you can only do with these three. The maximum they are is 6. So you can get 11 and 5, you will get 16. So that's the highest you will get with this leftover brand. I don't know if I want to do the same thing for this, but if we count here to here, if we count from 1 over the 20th, it equals to 210. Take away 6, we have 204 is the total count of this entire thing. 2 times 4 is separation of the house. The Mars house. The Mars house. So this is what I see about blackjack. And again, in blackjack, there's other rules that if you have a 12 and the dealer has, I think 14, 15, or 16, they tell you to pull. But if you have a 13 all the way to 16, you're supposed to stand. So now the rules of stand is the ace and the deuce. So I don't know what it means to stand ace and deuce, right? And you're standing, but what are you standing on? You're standing on 17. That's what they say. The house pulls, okay, 16 and up, soft 16, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is the lowest soft 16 you can get. And there's 17 in the TH, but everything switches. Everything switches, okay? Where does it switch? Hold on a second. Yeah, I changed what the value of the cards were to the total number. It didn't matter how many cards, if you're looking at this. Everything stops really, where is it? 18, right over here. Everything stops here. This is number 39 together, 19th and 20th. We stop over here. So we're going to take 204 minus 39 is minus 39, the angels. Minus 39, 204 minus 39. What if you took out 44? 165? Is that what it would be? 165? 204. So 18th is where it ends. So you'd be at 165 plus 39, which would be 204 plus the 6 would be 210. Okay, that's fine. This one is IETH. It's not like the other ones. This is a teen, this is a teen, this is a teen, this is a teen, this is a teen. But the teens, I'm going quick. I'm starting to get tired. Time for bed. The teens, these are your major teens. The French language separates these three from the rest of these teens. I didn't put eighth. The other thing is in the 8th house, right? You already had a T. I do not have to add on 28, 28, 28. In this area over here, I added on 44 and 28. For teen, I get 44 for the numeric value. There's 4 letters. 4 by 27 is 108. There is 64 missing. 6 and 4, 10. The dark side. 14th, and every single one, 16th, But when it comes to eighth, I only add on 8. Adding on a pole, a ring and a pole, 1 and 2. Just give me a second. I need something to drink. I need to read the comments. Number 89. I'm going to get back to that number 89. Maybe that's, can you do Aquarius, please, after? Yeah, I can do Aquarius. But I definitely need to put something in my tummy. Can you do me a favor and write Aquarius in capital letters, please, and separate them by 1? I'm going to put it up there. Aquarius. See, when I see the word QUAR, right away it tells me a piece about blackjack, because the U is the 21st letter and the Q is the 17th letter right out of blackjack. When QUAR, it could mean a body, it could mean a quarter of something. When you put an add-on like Aquarius, are there any other add-ons you can put after the R? Because if you stop at a car, right, instead of Aquarius, right, you're also talking about Aquarius. The A can be inverted to an I at the beginning of the word. When you run the word with R and I coming together, right away you know it's a word that came from the sun. It also says you are within, I mean, a basic expression is you are a universal birth. There is no N inside the word Aquarius. There's an S and a U. The N is missing from the sun, but it's been notified by what is I and R, which has to do with 360. Now, what is 360? Because to advance, it's 180 really to advance, or even a little bit less, because 360 is to go around. I'm getting something to drink. I'm going to come back. I'll talk about Aquarius. I also want to talk about number 89. I spoke about the number 60 today. Very, very quick, but I had that quick vision. Okay. Aquarius, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. 1, 2. Okay, I did something the other day. I don't know if I have to rewrite it again. Okay, let me do this. Hold on a second. Okay, let me try and base it on the singularity of the word. Aquarius happens to be is it the 11th? Aquarius is the 11th zodiac sign. I had another thing with 9/11 today. It was ironic. It's 9 and 11. It just keeps coming together. The letter K and the letter I, because they're relative to each other, the letter K and the letter I. The I is 3 times 3, which is created from 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, which is the letter K. So K and I come together. So it's KIC come together. So it's ICK can come together. So it can be LICK that comes together. Okay, so we got the zodiac sign. We have Aquarius. The value here in Pythagorean is 35. So 35 talks about electric company, talks about, I'm just trying to see, okay, your 3 and 5, it talks about your 11 and your 12. So it talks about the passage, and I'm to the half-life, because I'm cutting everything in half. Cut 11 in half, you get 55, you get 12 and a half, you got 66. In the, I know I might be off course, but I have to back it up to show you that 66 is right over here. 19 is right here. Win, place, and show. 19. Gold, silver, and bronze. 19. Up over here, you don't see it because there was I made a mistake in this design, but 15 is supposed to crisscross. So the 15th ball and pool crisscross. This is my gematria scale. Here it is on a bigger scale. Okay, let me just get rid of that. Aquarius, let me do the numeric value for this. Oh, we can do a dot, right? We're going to do a dot. We also, we're going to do a dot QU dot A. And the reason for this is because there's bookends of the same letter. So we're going to count that. And right away, when Q and U come together, that's numeric value 38. Numeric value 38. It will be consistent with gold, with the club. It is also consistent with AI. It is also what is the end result of what is 10 and 9. Now I have to back it up and go back and think of it again. Okay, let me say it again. Q is the 17th letter. Q is the 17th letter. U is the 21st letter. See, they both have a T in their house. One has the H, one has the S. The reverse alphabet is S and H, but they're still at the S and T gateway to the time heaven. So the total here is 38, and okay, into this one over here. So why did I say 19? Because it's 2 by 19 equaling to 38. And how do you get 19? You get 16 will equal 7 and 6. Right? 7 plus 6 equals to 13. 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 equals 7 and 6. 7 plus 6, if I stop the equation right here, will equal to 13 and 42 when you multiply it. The total equals to 55 if I want to continue, but I stopped over here. On this level, it becomes 3 and 4, 1 times 3, 1 plus 3. When you have 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 equals to 12, equals to 0.7, equals to what is 19. Now 19 will just create this over and over and over again. They just will recreate their numbers. 1 plus 9, 1 times 9. And this will be what is G. So the next level to this, right? The next level to Q and U is Mars. That's the next level. 17 times, 3 equals to 51. 19 times 3 equals to 57. And that is the reverse alphabet reflection to what is Mars, and what to be is the moon, and then AI in the moon, and the gateway in Mars. That's what that basically says. Let me go back and keep it on Aquarius. I know I broke apart because this is the story it's telling me inside of it, but I don't know. I just want to end the word right here, telling me about aqua. It's telling me about aqua. Okay. Now, it also says aquarium inside the word. I'm just doing a base of the word. So you have 38, 39, 40, 58, 67, 77, 87, 88, 98, 107. Is that true? 19, 49, 59, 67, 68, 78, 88, 98, 106, 107. That is JG. That is what is 5 times 2, 5 plus 2 equals to 0, 7 equals to 10. It's funny the way the French will say this when you're talking about this, and they will sound off this when you're talking about this. 17 in Aquarius. Through Mars, right over here. The point. If there's going to be a point, if I'm going to be drawing with points, only Mars gets the point. Earth gets a line. That's the way I look at it. Maybe I could be wrong, right? This is Mars, and this is Earth. But it could be like that, could be like that. Mars and Earth. Morse code. So we did the thing on number 17. The other way to get to 17 is just 1 second, 107. So you're going to have a gate, okay? This is divided up, right? This is divided up. How can I explain this divided up? I have to go deeper. I'm going to talk about this for 1 second, okay? Because 89, it's actually 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 equals to 8 equals to 9. That's the way I see 89. But 89 as words, it's going to be 49 and 42 equals to 91. Wow, the spirit, when you put 9 and 8 together, it adds to the single, the numeric value for the word spirit. Green is 49, and the word 8 is 49. The word 9 is 42. 9 creates the gate. 9 is going to be that sun. 99 is going to be in Jupiter. 99 is going to go through our moon. 99 comes into what is the bar mitzvah. Whoop. Let me see if I can reenact that again before the cat jumped up here. You see, you can get 9 and 4, but you have to get 8 and 5. How can I say that? This is the heaven. These are two naturals. This is 8 around 1. This is all 9. I don't know what they're trying to say. This is within the sun and the heavens. Which one holds the moon? 9 times 9, 9 plus 9 is 1881, coming from 99. So here's your 8 and 9, and your 8 and 9 equals to what is your next 17. So 80 and 90, your 80, right, would be your 4 times 20. So 4 worlds of what is the sun, or what is the birth, because the word sun can be used for S-U-N or S-O-N. Okay, birth of the sun. There's a lot of dual words. So 107, Aquarius starts with the letter A, AQ, 1 through 17. When you add up 1 through 17, if I don't get it wrong, I think it equals to 1 through 20 equals to 210. So 18, 19, and 20 equals to 57. So 57, 153. 1 through 17 equals to 153. The Q was repositioned and given a 1 value. If I would base my letter values off the telephone, what was once Q landing on number 7 is now Q at the ATM on number 1, alongside with what is Z. Now, what's ironic about this, right, if it was twisted, is that Z, okay, where once now A is next to Q, where Z is the reverse of A. So I'm just trying to
I'm just trying to think. Aquarius, the aquarium. We're in a big aquarium. Ate. Yes, we ate. Aquarium. I'm just trying to look a little bit deeper. First of all, I just want to tell you one thing about Aquarius. It's all red. Every single letter is a red letter. Everything is red. All red letters. They're all red letters. I just want to take a look. I don't know where my phone is. Oh, here it is. Just give me a second. I don't know if a friend of mine was. Okay, I need to get something to drink in the kitchen. I'm going to come back. I'm going to try and go a little bit slower. I had something else I wanted to do. It was just it's an association of numbers that come in come in an octagon as set up as a hexagon. I'm going to show you it. It's part of the design, and it comes off the roulette wheel. So Aquarius is 107 to the long count, and it is 35 to the short count, and that is an individual area space, 35 plus 1. I like to always look at it. The word and, don't forget the word and, Aquarius and Pisces. So they link Aquarius and Pisces together. Remember that if the zodiac was actually moving signs of the reality of whatever it is in space, okay, once we finish a time, that part of the time period we're in gets removed or moved over, and we move into the next period of time. So what it's showing me here, it's Pisces and Aquarius. God rested, okay, on the 7th day. You know, you go around in a circle, right? So you go around, there's only 6. So went off the board on the 7th day. So if God rested on the 7th day, we must still be on day 7. Because nothing continues without the Creator. Just a thought. I'm thinking again that if Pisces was with Aquarius, and hold on a second, I just want to do this other thing. Not only that, but Aquarius is 17 and 18 and 19. It's just ironic. The Q is 17. First you have A, then you have Q, then you have UA. Then you have R, then you have IU, and then you have S. 17, 18, and 19. Mars, the Sun, and the Moon. You have ape in universal life of alpha beta creation inside of you, added with what is A, 22. And you have the birth, again, I with you and A with you, surrounding on what is R. That is very interesting. That's a total of 54. So 54 and 53 would be that. Would that be the number? U and U is 42, and I9 is 51, and the 2 A's is 53. That's right. So with Q, R, and S, you actually have 8, 9, and 1. So 1, 8, and 9 come together. Q, R, and S, 17, 18, and 19. When you add them, you get 8, 9, and 1. 9 is interchangeable with 6. So you can have 86, 68, which is telling you about the house, the birth in the house. You can say 168, which would be the hours in the week that runneth through what is Mars, what is the sun, and what is the spirit, what is Venus, and what is the gateway, QRS. The reverse QRS is JIH, HIJ. The piece I wanted to do that I began. So what else is there about Aquarius, right? Aquarius, 17th, 18th, and 19th. Let me write it out. You know, I spoke it before. And when I say all red letters, that if you would go to the roulette wheel, all these numeric values are going to be red. So now we have 1. Here we have 21 and 1. Here we have 9 and 21. So we have 30, and 22 is 52, and 1 is 53. And 17 and 18 and 19 equals to 54. And they're all red. And we can break them up a little bit more if we want. We have a duplicate letter, and we have another one. We have 22, so we're going to minus 22 for the duplicate letters, and we're going to end up with 85. I don't want to count the S. The S counts as plural, 85, 75, 65. So we end up with Aquarius as a passage. I'm playing by the rules. I'm playing by the rules that we were given in different games. Let me back this up, but it's 12 o'clock and I went to bed late. Maybe I'll show you at the beginning of this piece that I was working on. "12 strikes in the game of bowling." I don't know if I finished this, right? 12 strikes in the game of bowling. 9. Excuse me. Stop the mind. If you want it to go, you have to think, stop. But we must pause. We must pause because I go all over myself, right? I did a little color mixing. I can get back to color mixing. Okay, I don't have it here. I don't know if the cat has it here. There's a lot of things going on, you know. Let me see if I know I started it. Okay, I did. I'm just going to give you a small lowdown of what it is. This is the setup. I don't see so good, so this is the basic setup. And if you notice, I'm joining it from the corners. You see, these are doors. This can be a door, and this can be a door. These can be doors, okay, and these can be doors. Why did I do that? I shouldn't have done that. Oh yeah, I had to do it. I had to do it. This also, if you look up the Mayan man, you can see him. It's like there's so many plasters in the center here. So what is this? This is off the roulette board, and I'm just trying to remember what's where. I'm just a little confused. So this is off the roulette board. I just can't. I have to take a look. Just let me take a look. Okay.
So the first one is 6. Let me see. Right, so it's 6, 6. Hold on a second. Let me look. 6, 6, 6, and then they cut down into the center. 8 and 11. 6, 6, 6, 6. 8 and 11. 8 and 11. Hold on a second. 8 and 11 and 6, 9, 12, and 15 and 15. Okay, 15 and 15. Okay, I'm going to show it to you. Okay, I know this is messy, but what these are is when I designed the roulette graph, I went 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. So when I flip flop, I'm going to get 2 of the same number, 2 of the same number. So that's why we see 2 of the same number. So we're going to have what is 12 and 16 and 22 and 30, 52 and 28. We're going to have 90 to the first base. 4 times 20. That's your first one. So half of this would be 45, and so on and so forth. Anyways, I'm a little bit tired, and I think I'm going to go to bed. It's after midnight. A bunch of things to do tomorrow. Lots of cleaning to do. I'm way behind, but I'm not nice. I'm not nice to myself. I just want to keep sharing that information. But I would love to have somebody come and create that program. I know it's not easy. I have all these equations that come from all these games, and I mean, it even gets intricate that if it's football and it's played on a field, is it cold? Is it played on the ice? Is a 45-minute quarter? Is it played by the halves of the quarters or the thirds? How the scoring goes? How many referees you basically need? It could be tennis. Yes, that's another thing. Tennis runs with the racket, and it runs 15-15 for each of the teams, and then it goes 10-10. Well, that 10 is your mirror creation. If it's 10 for you, then it's 10 for the balance. Even if you have the gold on this side, you need the balance to understand the weight. You got gold on this side, you have no idea how much it weighs. The scale, right? We're going to call it the scale. So you got rocks on this side, you have no idea what the rocks weigh. So you put a counterbalance on here to make them equal. So whatever you have on this side, you have on this side. And now it's equal. That's how we know. So you always need, if you're going to be building a room for storage, and the storage size is 20 by 20, how much room do you need? It's not 20 by 20. How do you get to the room? So you need the walking space to get to the room. So let me see this. I just want to see anybody. I'm trying to see. I'm on. 1 second. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so I did that. I'm trying to figure out, is there anything else I can do besides talking about colors and numbers from sports, talking about, I don't know, the names of football teams,
the calls on the field, the 10-yard line. Anyways, I'm tired. We're going to end the video right here. I want to thank you for joining me, close to 2 hours. Victor Vieira, artcultx.com, Facebook user, Louisiana, and everybody else that's out there. I bid you a good night. Let peace be with you. And if any of this rings a bell to what I do, and we didn't even get into the zodiac yet, how this zodiac or anything else links. We didn't get into it. When we share it, and you see the, oh my God, I can't believe this and this matches because it totally makes sense to me. This is where our inside opens up to the, oh my God, I can't believe it. For those who are in search of knowing a little bit more about the word and what's the big equation. Peace.